Weekly Outdoor Plus, a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, every Sunday from 10:30 to 11 a.m., presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jase Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. Now sit back and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors. If that got your attention, wait till you see what this does to a 130-inch Pope and Young white-tailed deer in the peak of the rut in central Illinois, Fulton County. Whew. I know I'm not going to miss it. One of our main objectives here on Weekly Outdoor Plus is not only to show you what Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point can do for you and your hunting capabilities, but to also show you what we like to do outside of the archery shop, doing all kinds of hunting and not only deer, but I mean, most of the stuff we do is whitetail deer, but this season we're going to get down and we're going to show you all kinds of different aspects of hunting and archery, and how we can incorporate that with you and the family and enjoying the outdoors. Some of the most fun that we have isn't always going out and getting that kill or going out and coming home with like some kind of a product. Sometimes a successful hunt is simply going out and finding a crazy deer trail like this one, or possibly some tracks that you recently found and then they led you up to a gigantic rub on a pine tree the size of a basketball. Well, the only thing we could think of doing is putting a trail camera right in front of it, because something big is coming through here and we have some serious proof. I just hope that somebody's gonna walk by, we're gonna get a picture, and man, it'll be picture perfect, as long as you watch out for that tree there. Like I said, it's not always about the hunt, it's about spending time in the woods and enjoying it, cherishing all the different aspects of the hunt, as far as setting up your stands, the trail cameras, the mock scrapes, putting everything together so that once you're done, it's all pieced to the puzzle. The result is a picture of a beautiful whitetail, or whatever you're going for. We had some exciting opportunities this past fall to go out on a youth hunt, where we took a few children down to central Illinois between the ages of, I believe they were 7 and 12 or 13, and I had the pleasures of sitting with one of them all weekend. It was a blast. We saw, I think, 12 or 13 different bucks our first day, including this really nice 10-pointer that we saw on the second evening. And I don't want to give it all away, because hopefully we're going to get him to come in and tell his story, but we were able to bag him his first buck, and it was a nice one. sum up the little bit that we've been showing you here in the last couple of minutes, it's not all about whitetail deer hunting, and it's not all about archery. It's about getting outside and having fun, and that's what we're excited to bring you each week. We're going to get you outside of the shop, outside of the lessons, outside of the head games, outside of the products and all the mess you can get into with your equipment, and we're going to go out and we're going to have some fun. That's what it all comes down to. As soon as this ice is gone, we're going to do a little bit more bow fishing. I know where there's some pheasant hunting going to be involved. A few of my relatives got to go down and do some African safari hunts. And I know it was a father and son experience that was really exciting, and we're really looking forward to sharing with you guys, along with a lot of other stories that you can see we have for you.
It's just about 10 o'clock now, and I think I actually saw about 12 deer, one really big buck in the field up here, and then a small buck, and then another decent, like 120 incher that I had right down next to me here. I passed him. It all happened kind of fast.
So don't forget to tune back every Sunday at 10:30 on this channel, Fox 55. Or check us out on Facebook, because you can catch all of our episodes online on Facebook and YouTube. We look forward to seeing you again.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety, so stop one time this year and get everything you need, from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to Barber's Shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber's Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, So stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. All right, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week as we show you guys what's going on here at SOPA Cellular. Right now, you can get $150 bill credit for all new accounts and $25 bill credit for all new lines added to current accounts, which can be up to 5 lines. They are also offering an unlimited talk and text rate plan promotion for $59.99 for the single line, or a shared plan for $99.99, which includes 2 lines, requires a 2-year agreement, includes all standard calling plan features, and you can get the add-on feature for the unlimited data, which is only $29.99 per month, which is a great way to get unlimited talk, text, and data on one of the greater networks in our area. And then refer a friend this month. Instead of getting $30 for each friend that you refer, you're going to get $20 extra dollars, up to 3 different lines or friends per month, up to $150 credit. First up, I'm showing a picture of a big 18 3/4 inch smallmouth I pulled out of the Wisconsin River last week. And here's one from Sarah Yakush, who caught this catfish out on the Wisconsin River as well. And here's one from her sister Caitlin, who got this turkey earlier this spring. And here's a picture of Sean and me practicing in the backyard one afternoon. Nice shooting, buddy. And here's Drake putting in a food plot. And this one came from one of our big fans, Lucas Malik, who shot his first Robin Hood ever. Nice shot. So stop on down to SOPA Cellular today and check out all their great deals. And stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need, from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Welcome to this week's lesson segment on Weekly Outdoor Plus, brought to you by Barbershop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point, where they have the most wide variety of vacuums, sewing machines, and parts you could need, and great service to go along with it. So get your notebooks and pencils out, because it's time for your lesson segment with myself, Jase Hintz, and Weekly Outdoor Plus. Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you guys all about your bow arm. No matter which hand you are, I'm going to use my left arm as my example because I'm right-handed. And we're just going to talk everywhere from basically your neck down. Starting from square one. So when you pull back, a lot of this is kind of review. It's going to be, first thing is your grip. You got to think about how you're going to hold your bow. Before you even pull back, you got to get ready, think about it, figure out exactly where you want it, all right? You want your hand basically to be at a 45-degree angle, almost like a thumbs up, almost like a stop sign right in the middle there, so you can use your power position, you can use the center of your hand. All right, you got to find on the inside of your lifeline here, more towards your thumb, and you got to find where it's going to be the strongest position for you, no matter how you hold your ball. All right, so first thing, get your grip ready. Next, you're going to pull back. When you pull back, you want to come up and come down on the target. All right, so when you're down on it, you can relax, get your shoulder nice and low. You don't want it up and tight because then you're going to start shaking. You got to get it nice and low. Drop them down in there. As soon as you got that bent down, you want to make sure you have a slight bend in your arm. Not too much, so you don't want to, too far, because that's going to, again, you're using all your muscles then. You want to have it nice and straight, all right? Now that you have all that, next thing you got to do is work on your release, all right? The biggest thing people do when they take your shot, you take that shot, you look for your arrow, you try to figure out where it went, they focus on their back arm coming back, which is good, but you want to really focus on going through your target, going through your shot. It's like a follow through in basketball. I mean, it's like any kind of sport you could possibly play, you need to have a follow through in it, all right? So when you take that shot, you pull back, stare at what you're shooting at. When you take your shot, you want to go straight at it. All right, this is where you can throw some weight on your bow in certain spots to make it so you can go straight at it. When you shoot, you don't want your bow going up, ever. If it ever goes up after your shot, not a good shot. That's not what you want at all. Throw some bigger stabilizer on it, throw some back weights on it, anything you can do so you can make it so when you shoot, it goes straight forward. All right, if it goes down a little bit, that's okay, but you don't want to, again, have too big of an extreme where when you shoot, it just falls, all right? Then it's too heavy for you, and that's not right either. So Make sure that you have it correctly weighted so you can take that shot and follow straight through your target. All right, those are just the little things right here that I think could probably make the biggest difference in your shot, can make you a very successful archer no matter what kind of release you're shooting, no matter how talented you are, no matter how long you've been shooting. All right, you got to make sure you got your front arm relaxed, have the correct grip before you even pull back. You can't be adjusting that when you're at full draw because you got so much pressure on your hand, you're going to be torquing your bow, and you don't need to do that at all either. So get your grip, slight bend in your arm, shoulders drop down, and when you shoot, follow through the target. Following through the target is probably the biggest thing I could tell you. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people worry about where their arrow went and everything. The arrow is where it is. You can't move it. All right. So when you take that shot, straight through the target, follow through. It'll be where you're hoping, and hopefully this will help you out a little bit. I mean, it helped me out a lot. Helped my archery partner out a lot, and it really just little things like that can really help you become what you want to be and finish killing that deer or turkey or whatever you're doing. So again, try it out. See if it works for you. It should. If not, we'll work on more stuff in the weeks to come. All right, I'd like to thank Barbershop again. Always nice to have a fellow guy like Norm to help us out with our vacuum cleaner problems, knife sharpening, anything you need. Stop on down, visit them. Be more than happy to meet you. All right, as always, you guys, have a good week.
It's summertime and the living's easy.
If you start all your projects here at Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point.
From seeds to irrigation and endless lawn and garden tools, we have it all, so you can get your work done and enjoy it this summer. We also do screen repair, lawnmower blade and knife sharpening, and offer the supplies to put in your own well, including equipment rental. And while you're here, pick up your seed and sets in bulk so you always have the right amount.
So make us your lawn and garden headquarters this summer.
That's Frank's Hardware on Highway 10 in Stevens Point. See you soon.
Why go anywhere else when Rookie Sports Pub in Stevens Point has 52 different beers on tap? Known as Portage County's best sports bar for live music and karaoke venue, they have 12 HD TVs, all sports, all the time. Keep up with their Facebook page for all upcoming live music and see who's going to be on the Point Brewery comedy stage next. No joke, they have comedy shows. Also, a local favorite for burgers, wings, and pizza, even free taps and rails on your birthday. Find them on Facebook and catch out the action at Rookie Sports Pub on 3425 Church Street in Stevens Point.
Attention all fireworks fans, get ready for this year's 4th of July to go off with a big bang as Stevens Point welcomes Fire in the Sky Fireworks Store at 3274 Church Street. Has nearly every brand, shape, size, color, and variety. So stop one time this year and get everything you need from sparklers and fountains to mortars, bottle rockets, firecrackers, and cakes. Or stop down to Fire in the Sky, 3274 Church Street, Stevens Point's largest fireworks store. Must be 18 years old to purchase with valid ID.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Tired of buying a new vacuum every 3 to 4 years? Well, we found your solution at Barber's Shop, your vacuum cleaner and sewing machine headquarters.
Before I invest in a vacuum, I'm going to a barber shop.
And while you're here, take advantage of their scissor and knife sharpening services. With the knowledge to help you find that vacuum or sewing machine you're looking for, why go anywhere but 2400 Church Street in Stevens Point to Barber's Shop? You need parts? We have as complete of a supply of vacuum and sewing machine parts as you could find. So before you invest in a vacuum, see us, because we sell the best and fix the rest. Barber Shop, 2400 Church Street, Stevens Point.
Okay, to end our show today, I was going to remind everybody a little bit about our techno hunt. It's a 110-inch screen with a video on it, a projector. It's got everything from snakes, rabbits, squirrels, all the way up to shooting elephants and giraffes. It's pretty much everything you can imagine: a whitetail deer, moose, bear, and it's kind of a real situation. You can hear the animals, you can hear the wind, you can hear the elk bugle, you can hear the turkeys gobble. It's a 20-yard shot. You put a blunt tip on your arrow, you shoot your regular bow, your arrow, just a new tip, hits the screen, falls to the floor. The computer scores us, and it's indoors here. There's no rain, no mosquitoes, no wind, air conditioned. I'll tell you, there ain't any better practice, and it's the real thing. It's just like out in the woods hunting, and like I always say, week after week, is keep shooting, don't stop, stay on top of your game. It's a year-round sport, and when you get out in the woods in the fall, you want to shoot a buck, you should practice ahead of time. Don't make that one of your pressure shots. Be ready for it.
And as you can see, we're here in our techno hunt room. This is a place where you can practice your normal hunting situations. You have to take your ethical shots. You need to wait for the correct time to shoot them, and it'll score you every single arrow. You're either going to get a bullseye, a vital, a body shot, a miss, or you can even hit an obstacle. It'll tell you if you hit a tree or something. We're going to be shooting 3 rounds, 5 arrows apiece, 15 arrows total, and at the end it'll tell us who's the good old victor of the week here. And I'd like to wish you good luck. Hopefully you can, be as big a talk as he has a shot here.
All right, let's do it.
Techno Hunt, as real as it gets. This virtual bow hunting trip will take you around the world on exciting adventures for elk, bear, deer, small game, varmints, and even African bait game. As you shoot these challenging scenes, remember, it's up to you to decide if the shot is ethical, to wait for the correct angle, and determine the precise shot placement. Now, get ready to shoot Techno Hunt.
Before you step into the Techno Hunt dome or tunnel, whichever you prefer, you change the tips on your arrows, and you basically do just like my dad said. You shoot at this 110-inch screen. Here we're showing you our first Techno Hunt shoot-off, which will give you a really good idea of how Techno Hunt is ran. Now that looks like it's probably going to be a body shot. A little bit right. And a nice shot by Jase. That puts our score at Gary 5, Jase 8. A nice vital shot by Gary gives him 13, but the bullseye by Jase gives him a solid 18 points going into our third shot. This is one of those scenes where you really have to wait to take that ethical shot. He's going to stop at some point in time here and give you a nice little window, but you have to wait, be patient, take aim at the right spot at the right time. Very nice shot there by Gary.
Okay, after 3 arrows, Gary 18, Jase 26. I got some catching up to do.
After a couple of vital shots there, the score remains Jase up by 8 points, 34 to 26. Right before the break, we were lucky to see one of the rare gems, a double bullseye on turkeys, and it wasn't even a headshot. Nice job, guys.
So after the first round here, I got a couple points on my dad. The first 3 targets, I beat him by 1 scoring value higher. The last 2 we tied with the vitals and a bullseye on the tom turkey. You can see there. It's as you can see, it's a pretty real system here, and we have it open to the public every single day that we're open. You can call ahead and get a time if you have any spare time, or you're working different shifts or something. Whenever you can find a minute to get in here and you want to try it out, feel free to give us a call here at Bucks and Bulls, and Gary would be more than happy to help you out. We're about to get on our way here to round 2, see if he can catch up a little bit.
The nice thing about Techno Hunt is it really is hunting out of season. We're seeing all kinds of animals in all different climates, of all different sizes, of all different genders, races, I don't know, species I guess you'd call them. Just makes it a little more fun and enjoyable. A little different than shooting at paper target all the time, or out in your backyard shooting the foam block over and over and over. Get in here. have some fun with it. A couple of nice vital shots right there, but Jase still leads by 11. Another very, very tough decision here. Gotta take that ethical shot, but the big one looks to be leaving us. Oh no, unfortunately for Gary there, it looks like he didn't get his shot off in time. A tough body shot for Gary as he caught the edge of that shoulder blade, but a bullseye for Jase as he just passed it. Puts him at 78 and Gary at 54.
So after round 2 here, I'm up by a little decent margin. We had a scene where, as you have seen, we had there was a bigger bull behind a couple cows there, and I took the first shot at the smaller bull, and he was waiting for a shot at the big one. But as it shows, you know, you can't always get the shot at the one you're looking for out in the wild, and sometimes you gotta take what you get. It's a lesson that, you know, a lot of people don't learn or don't go by, but do what you gotta do sometimes.
Leading into our third and final round, Jase has a pretty good lead with 86 points over Gary's 59. A pair of vitals there keeps the score margin the same. Here's another one of those tough ethical decision shots because they're moving around a lot, but you just gotta judge, I guess, on your timing, just as if you were sitting in your tree. A little high there, Jase. Gary with the vitals there, and Jase with the body shot. Unfortunately, it looks like Jase may have slipped away with today's challenge, but a nice strong finish here with a pair of bullseyes is always a nice way to finish a fun and exciting round of techno hunt.
At the end of round 3 here, we got 127 by myself and 98 by my father. We had a pretty nice tight run there. It was really good up until that one round that, you know, kind of hurts, but that's why we have leagues here and stuff, and I'm sure he's going to want to do it again sometime here. And that's what makes it fun, you know, it can happen to anybody. And
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.